And we're back with another Keyforge video. Wow, dang, we're down to 3 decks after today. Gonna have to get another box. Alright, and today's deck is, drumroll, Santo Dominus of the Tortured Passage. Ooh, you couldn't see the name. Santo Dominus of the Tortured Passage. Dis, Brobnar, and Logos. Let's see what we find today. Alright, drop that down, and we begin. Hey, Rocket Boots! It's an upgrade. This creature gains Fight or Reap. If it was the first time this creature was used this turn, you get to ready it. This is an awesome card. There's a lot of different cards you can combine with this, and it can go completely bonkers. Hey, Vespelon, Theorist. So he's 2 power, he's elusive. Whenever you reap, you choose a house. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it is of that house, you get to archive it and gain an amber. Otherwise, discard it. This is a really good card. Love seeing so. Oh, and Time Traveler. Oh man. Okay. This Logos is looking hot already. It's an amber whenever you play it. 2 power. Whenever you play him, you draw 2 cards, and as an action, you can shuffle them back into your deck. That's a cool little effect so that you are able to replay him, draw some cards, and get the amber again. Quixo the Adventurer. He has Skirmish. Whenever he fights, he gets to draw a card. This is one of those cards that is awesome to use with Rocket Boots. Oh hell, even the card right behind it, the Vespelon, he is excellent with Rocket Boots. So we got 2 solid targets just in Logos. This deck has just begun. Doc Bookton. Whenever he reaps, you draw a card. Once again, another excellent card. Ooh, what is this? The Howling Pit. It's an amber whenever you play. It's an artifact. During their draw card step, each player refills their hand to 1 additional card. You know, it's a shame that it's doing it for both of us. I feel like just having a simple mother would have been much better here. But it is what it is. We'll have to see what else we have with it to see if it will make a lot of sense. Library of Babel. As an action, you can draw a card. It's an artifact. Ooh, Phase Shift, my favorite card. Whenever you play it, you get to play a non-Logos card this turn. And Library Access. Sweet to see. For the remainder of the turn, each time you play another card, you get to draw a card. So that actually does make the Howling Pit a little bit better. Just because we do want, even though we're helping our opponent as well, having the additional cards in your hands at the start of a Library Access turn is just power. And we have Lab Work. And whenever you play it, you can archive a card. 2 Lab Works. And of course, Help from Future Self. That comes with every Time Traveler deck. And whenever you play it, you can search your deck and discard pile for Time Traveler. Reveal it, put it into your hand. Then you shuffle your discard pile into your deck. Flame Wreath. We're on the Dis. And whenever you play it, this creature gets +2 power and gains Hazardous 2. Useful card. The Terror. 5 power. Whenever you play it, if your opponent has no amber, you gain 2. This is an awesome first turn play. Tentacus. 5 power. Your opponent must pay you amber in order to use an artifact. Succubus. During their draw card steps, your opponent refills their hand to 1 less card. That's an excellent card. Ooh, Shaffles. 2 power. At the end of your turn, your opponent loses 1 amber. That is an awesome card. Now, they couldn't have put something like Elusive on this because it just would have been just nuts. But imagine this card with Elusive. Whoa, and Restringus. Wait, what's the other house in here? Oh, man, I was secretly hoping it was going to be Untamed so we could do the Witch of Doctor and have a chance of opening a crazy little combo. But it's Brobnar. So this guy's 1 power, choose a house. Your opponent cannot choose that house as their active house until this guy leaves play. Pit Demon, 5 power, action, steal an amber. Excellent card. Ooh, Eater of the Dead, 4 power. Whenever he fights or reaps, you purge a creature from a discard pile. If you do, you get to put a +1 power on Eater of the Dead. This is a very, very good card. Purging creatures, removing it completely from the game is probably the best keyword there is. And let's remember, what did we have before? We have Rocket Boots. To do that twice a turn is absolutely nuts. Wow. All right, now we're to Drumble. He's a 2 power elusive. Whenever you play it, if your opponent has 7 or more amber, this guy captures all of it. That's a fun little card if we're able to play this, get rid of all our opponent's amber, and we open the discard that allows us to return each creature to their owner's hands. That gets rid of their amber permanently. I really hope we see that. Lash of Broken Dreams. It's an artifact. Keys cost +3 during your opponent's next turns if you use it. Gateway to Dis. Destroy each creature, gain 3 chains. Control the Weak. Choose a house on your opponent's identity card. They must choose the house as their active house on the next turn. That works with Restringus. so that your opponent won't be able to choose a house the next turn. This is part of the combo, and that's what I was really hoping to get the Untamed, but we're not seeing it here. Okay, hey, this is one of my favorite upgrades. It's real simple. Blood of Titans. We're in the Brobnar now. Amber, whenever you play it, this creature gets +5 power. Ooh, War Drummer. Okay, this has a chance to be a really good deck if we get the right combination of cards now. Whenever you play it, return each friendly Brobnar creature to its owner's hand. Lomar Flame Fist. Whenever you play it, if your opponent has 7 or more Amber, they lose 2 of it. We want to see as many play effects as possible with that War Drummer. He's 5 power as well. Ho ho ho, Ganger Chieftain. 5 power. Whenever you play him, you can ready and fight with the neighboring creature. Excellent. Oh, the end of our creatures. Come on. Oh, I'm so unlucky when it comes to War Drummers. I just never seem to have the cards you're looking for with War Drummers. I think I've only opened one ever that was like, okay, that's usable. That's a shame. Okay, now we're to the War Chest. It's an artifact. You get to gain 1 Amber for each enemy creature that was destroyed in a fight this turn. Normally, oh, 2 of them. Man, normally it's an awesome card, but we don't really have. Let's hope we can get some Brobnar cards that will allow us to ready creatures from other houses so we can make the most out of this, especially since we have 2 of them. Unguarded Camp. It's an Amber whenever you play it. For each friendly creature you have an access to your opponent, one of your creatures captures an Amber, and they can only capture 1 max. Punch. 1 Amber whenever you play it, deal 3 damage to a creature. 2 punches. Blood Money. Place 2 Amber from the common supply on an enemy creature. This is basically, once again, just a 2 Amber card because you only play it whenever you are going to attack that creature and get that Amber. Ooh, here we go. Anger. 1 Amber whenever you play it. Ready and fight with a friendly creature. That's something we needed for the War Chest, and we have 2 of those. So, ended okay. Would have liked to see a little bit more Brobnar creatures in here. I like the punch. Let's see here. Yeah, too bad the punch doesn't work with the War Chest. That would have at least made it a little bit more powerful. Yeah, I mean, here we have War Drummer, and we have 2 play effects, and that's also our 2 only other creatures in Brobnar. That's pretty rough. Blood Titans normally is pretty good. Let's see. We're a little bit light on creatures overall. Did okay in Dis. I would have liked to see a little bit better Logos. Logos was good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it has the support from the rest of this deck. You know, you can't just have 1 good house and hope to win that way. Whenever you have something like this Brobnar, which, once again, it's okay. It's not, like, horrible. I don't know, something about this deck is just lacking. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. It has good cards in it. It does have some great combinations. But I don't know. There's just something about this. This might be one that I actually have to sit down and play. Normally I'm pretty good at looking at it and saying, hey, this deck is either amazing or it's awful. Because of that, I'm not going to give it a rating. But I would really, really like to sit down and say, oh my god, I was way wrong. This deck is absolutely nuts. But I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video.